Hey everybody, it's Tim again, and today I'm going to take a look at the Mummy accessory set from NECA. This is actually the first Universal Monsters accessory set to come out from the company. Recently, I reviewed the Frankenstein's monster, the table accessory set from Frankenstein's lab. This one is actually from the Mummy's Tune, and we're going to take a 360 look at the box. The box alone, look at it. It's some gorgeous looking stuff here. Obviously, companies, if they're not going to go with the window box look, they better make an attractive package that you want to display on the shelf. Now, I'm the sort of person that opens everything, so look, I'll be taking the Mummy out of this, but I think I could actually display this box as well. That's how good looking this box is. But it gives you a quick look at what you're going to get in it. You're going to actually get this little chest here. You're going to get the sarcophagus. The Mummy figure is actually sold separately. That was part of the deluxe Mummy figure release from NECA about a year ago. In addition, they have a really cool diorama background. So I'm going to go over all of that. In addition, I'm going to give you a comparison, a look at the Diamond Select Toys version of the Mummy sarcophagus that came out a few years ago, along with a Mummy figure. So before I get to the actual placement of the Mummy in his sarcophagus, I want to give you a look at how this thing is packaged. Again, NECA does a great job at packaging their product in a collector-friendly sort of way. You only got these little ties holding everything in. As you can see, this set has the essentials. It has the sarcophagus, and it has an additional little chest here. If you notice, the Mummy scroll is not a part of that. That's because that was actually a part of the Mummy deluxe figure that was released about a year ago. I'm trying to think how long I've actually had this before I broke it out and reviewed it. It's been around a few months though. So like I say, I'm late to reviewing it. But I tell you what, just first impressions, I like what I see so far. And here we have the sarcophagus and this little chest unpackaged from the box, as well as the diorama piece that NECA has included in both this one and the Frankenstein one. You know, it's very sturdy cardboard background diorama. I think it really adds a lot to the piece when you set it up. Just makes it a little extra special. Something that, it feels like we're building towards something here. Whether there's going to be an actual additional set of Mummy accessories, that's yet to be seen. But for now, this feels like we're actually building a scene, which is pretty cool. Now, if we're going to take a further look at this, you can see that this stands on its own pretty well. Inside, obviously, enough room for this fella, who we're going to put in right here. Of course, Imhotep is played by Boris Karloff, and the Mummy is in his likeness. Again, this is a licensed Universal Monsters product from NECA. I love what they're doing so far with their with their figures. Creature's on the way, by the way. So yeah, we can place him in there without problems, and no problems at all. We can shut it like so. A lot of times, even on the cover of the package, you see this thing posed in a way where the Mummy is sitting in the sarcophagus with the cover right there. And then one other thing that we can add is the little chest that came with the Mummy figure. And of course, this is where you get the Egyptian scroll. So that's pretty cool. So if you want to find that paper, the scroll, we're going to just put it back in this case here. Everything is just pretty much self-explanatory as far as this little chest is concerned. Again, nothing in it. I'm thinking maybe this would be a good place to store the extra portraits of the Mummy. Let's see. Here we go. Right there. We can put that in there. Drop the extra hands in there if we want. But obviously once you shut it, it serves a whole different purpose. So we're going to keep that right there. So again, for what it is, I'm liking how this Mummy collection is building up. Now, this obviously isn't the first time we've gotten the mummy sarcophagus. We got one from Diamond Select Toys. Can't remember exactly when that was. I do know that I loved it and I picked it up at the time. Now, this set right here, if you want it, and this is without the deluxe mummy figure, is going to run you about $40. Okay, so that's about standard for these sets now, and I have no problem with that. I paid $40 for it. Actually might have used a coupon or so from, I picked it up at a department store. So, depending on you can make your own deals. They're out there if you want to get something like this. But if you're just going to pay $40, look, I really love this. It all depends on whether you actually have that other sarcophagus. So I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to bring in that other sarcophagus that gives us that other version of the mummy, and we'll take a comparison look. And here is the Diamond Select Toys version of the mummy with the sarcophagus. Now, again, this has been quite a few years. I don't know the exact year this came out. I'm just going to say within the last 10 years or so. And I think at that time, it maybe ran me about $25. I will say that the main difference between that sarcophagus and this one is that this feels like more of a solid piece. I'm sure it's hollow inside, but again, this is allows for, I guess, more room in there. There was never really a problem shutting this with that mummy figure in it, but it stayed together pretty tightly. You could actually, well, I don't know. There we go. Got some problems there. Maybe I did lean it against something to pose it. So that this feels thicker, obviously. You can see this sarcophagus is a lot thicker than this one. So overall, this one weighs a heck of a lot more. Now, the difference between the figures is that, I would imagine they were trying to go for the Boris Karloff look. I guess it's so. Obviously, this version is far superior to this version. Also, the big difference here is that you got the articulation here with the neck, and that is about it, as opposed to the NECA mummy figure, which you can pose a myriad of different ways. And of course, it came with the extra bandages and so on and so forth. Now, if you already have this one, how does this look in here? It looks good. You can pop it in there if you want. Me, personally, I'm more of a completist, so I needed to get both of I had this set already. I needed to get the NECA set because, again, that was meant to go with this particular figure. So I'm glad that I picked it up. And again, the figure is far superior to that as well. The other thing that I really like about the NECA set is that, look at the gold detailing with the painting, as opposed to this. Now, granted, I probably have had this out displayed over the years, and maybe some of the shine is gone from it. But either way, I don't think it's nearly as striking as the NECA version. So if I were to suggest one of the two, number one, this is going to cost you a lot more if you're out there looking for it. And of course, again, the figure is a lot different than what you get from NECA. I like this, even though it's more lightweight. It's still very sturdy. Don't feel like it's going to break or anything like that. It's not cheaply built. It's just more, I guess, maybe streamlined. So that is the big difference there. And again, look at the difference in the coloring. I mean, they're both cool in their own separate ways. And who's to say we can't have a tomb without two mummies, right? So I'm just going to have fun with it. You see the detailing is somewhat the same, though, with the little squigglies there and all that sort of stuff, all the symbolism there. Somewhat the same, but obviously the markings are different. The texture, there's more texture here, whereas this is all paint. But, looking at it, it does seem to have texture. That's the cool part about it. So overall, I'm happy with the purchase. Again, this is going to run you about $40. And again, that's after you purchase the mummy figure, the deluxe figure, which is going to run you still about 30 some bucks, 32, 33 bucks. And that's plenty widely available. I've only seen this set actually at one brick and mortar retailer so far. So if you're going to want to get it, you're more than likely going to have to get it online. You might be able to get a deal on eBay with free shipping, etc. So obviously shipping is going to add on to your cost. Again, I was lucky enough to find this one. I think there was one other set. Other than that, I haven't seen it at all at brick and mortar with Target. Target seemed to carry this thing exclusively, and just no luck with that yet. So that is all for this review. I'm glad to add to my mummy's crypt. Starting to get pretty big here. Again, very cool diorama. I'm hoping for more stuff. Please like this review. Please subscribe to my channel by hitting my little photo at the end of this review. Otherwise, you can just click the subscribe button below. Also, please like the video, share it with your friends. Let your friends know about this. I review more than monster stuff, although at the beginning, look, I'm a big monster fan. I collect anything monster movies from the Universal Pictures line that I can. So hopefully, especially if you like monsters, check out other videos on my YouTube channel, and there's plenty more to come. So that's it for now. Happy toy hunting. Please leave comments in the section below. I'm happy to answer any question that you have, where you might be able to get this, etc. And we'll talk next time.